Okay, guys, here we go with a quick look at the course calendar for semester 2. What I'm really interested in with this one is just to look at what we will be covering this week, or we should be covering this week. As you can see, week 1 starting today is mainly a revision of differential calculus that you would have done in Advanced Maths 1. If you haven't already looked at this outline, you'll see that this covers elements 3.1 to 3.4 that you would have covered in Advanced Maths 1, which is equivalent to 1.1 to 1.3 in Advanced Maths 2. So it is revision. There's some Excel training, which is a carry on from last semester. I will run things slightly differently. I will run the Excel training starting next week, after we have done these revision sessions or session. I will also have the Excel training ongoing throughout the term, rather than just have it in the first 4 weeks. Okay, so it'll be something that continues. Although on here it'll show it's for the first few weeks. I will build it into the course so that it continues, so that you don't really lose any experience or any practice with Excel. Okay, but again, that is only peripheral to what we really need to do. Excel will just help you with some of the problems. Really, what we need to do is the exercises in the textbook itself. If you haven't already got a copy of this textbook, I suggest you get one immediately. I've checked; there's enough copies in the, or there should be enough copies in the uni books downstairs. You should run and grab yourselves a copy. But most of you would have already had this from Advanced Maths 1, so it is the same book. There's no changes to the book. It's something that I believe was already used in Advanced Maths 1. I apologize if it wasn't, but from what I was told, it's the same textbook. It's Mathematics for the International Student, labeled Mathematics SL 2nd edition. Alright, I believe the price is around $67 or $70, around there. So you should go out and get yourself the textbook if you don't already have it. Another thing to just note again on the course calendar is that next week again is revision. Okay, so there's a lot of time that we will be spending just going over some of the Advanced Maths 1 material. This is not a waste of time. This is really trying to just reinforce what you've learned and make sure that we don't miss anything when we start Advanced Maths 2 fresh in about week 3. I will be dropping in elements of Advanced Maths 2 in the first 2 weeks though, so it is not all just revision. So it's not as if you don't have to show up, because it's all revision. It will cover some very valuable material and make sure that what you have learnt in Advanced Maths 1 is reinforced, and you can proceed through Advanced Maths 2 without any problems. Okay, now what you would have heard, or you may know, that Advanced Maths 2 is a fairly challenging course. It is something that is not always simple for everybody. It can get difficult at times, but that's why you're here. That's why I'm here, to try and give you an understanding. But what I must stress very, very strongly, as I stress for all my subjects, is that you need to do the problems in the textbook, okay, and any problems that I assign. Maths is not a subject, as you would have already known, which is something that you can do by reading a textbook. The textbook's great. I can tell you, I can show you how to do the problems, but it really comes down to you doing the problems yourself, trying to understand what works, what doesn't work, where you've made a mistake. Alright, and I'm here to help you with any of those. Whenever you get stuck, that's where I can help you. Alright, so please, if there's one piece of very important advice I give you, that start doing all the problems immediately. If you miss out on doing these problems, it accumulates, you don't understand the material, and eventually you find yourself falling behind. It is a challenging course, but it's also a very enjoyable course. Okay, this will form the basis of what you do in your future years as in engineering and science. So it is very important that we get a good grasp of this material. Okay, here it is. If you haven't already seen this outline, it can be found on Moodle, and you should download this file and print it out if you wish. Okay, so what we will cover this week as both class material, which will be problems that I will be putting up, solved problems that I will be putting up on Moodle, so you can take a look at how the problem solved, and if the problem is particularly difficult, I will be putting up a short video with it. Okay, so what we will be covering is these topics from the textbook. What you see here is the topic. These are the subtopics within the main topic. This here is the exercise that I would like you to do, and what we do here is, this is the material that is class covered material, but you should solve these, and these should be done by all of you as homework. Okay, so the first first topic is functions, which you would have already done. Again, you would have done all these topics in Advanced Maths 1. If you haven't, I'll have to look into that, but I've been assured that you would have covered all these topics. Okay, so I'm sure everyone's familiar with these. Okay, so this is again just a refresher in the first week. Okay, so what you've got is functions. We need to look at what the domain of a function is and the range of a function is, and this is covered in chapter 1 of your textbook. And once you do exercise 1C, you should be able to fully understand what or refresh what functions the domains and ranges mean for these various functions, for polynomial, a rational function, square root, and the log function. Okay, so I'll be posting some solutions up for this, not immediately, but say by Tuesday afternoon, Tuesday evening, you can have a look. Again, as my policy goes, I don't usually post up the full solution. If it's particularly difficult, I will, but I'll show you the working out. And what you need to do is, for problem or for question number 3, you need to do column 1 of that question. There are several columns, and I've highlighted which column I need you to complete. The second one is factors. Now this is factorizing using different techniques. The common factor technique, difference of two squares, trinomial, and where a is equal to 1 and when a is greater than 1. So these again, this is the one topic that's not in your textbook, but what I will be doing is putting up some problem questions again in the week 1 section of Moodle, and you should have a look at those. I will also be putting up a few worked examples for you to have a look at. Next thing is sign diagrams, covered in section 1E of your textbook. Have a read of that. And by doing exercise 1E, you should familiarize yourselves with those. Again, I'll be putting up few solutions for these questions. Okay, not all of them, but I will address each question and several problems from each section. But you need to complete as homework column 3. Okay, the next topic is calculus, basically differential calculus. So you need to be able to differentiate a function f equals x on n. You should be able to do that fairly easily, hopefully by now. Also by using the chain rule, the product rule, and the quotient rule. Okay, and each of the corresponding sections in the exercise book is again shown there. So that's in chapter 17, so you'll have to jump from chapter 1 to chapter 17. There's various applications that we need to cover in chapter 17. Okay, gradient of a curve, equation of a line, the tangent, equation of a normal. Again, everything from Advanced Mathematics 1 that you would have done. These are the problems, again, that as I said before, I'll be putting some solved solutions up on Moodle. You can have a look, and this is your homework. A brief introduction or brief review, if I can say, of the second derivative. I'll be putting up a fully solved problem for that and a short video on that one. We've got graphs in chapter 18. You should have a read of each of these sections, and again run through all the problems. So all in all a fairly heavy first week, but no new material in the first week. So that in some ways should be a bit of a relief, bit of a breather for you guys, where we're not just sort of hammering on with the Maths 2 material. We're spending a significant amount of time, both in this class and in the next class, trying to go over the Advanced Maths 1 material. Okay, my aim is that you are fully aware of and fully understand the important parts of Advanced Maths 2 that are relevant to of Advanced Maths 1 that is going to be important in Advanced Maths 2. Okay, obviously all of Advanced Maths 1 in one way or another will be relevant, but these are the main topics that we need to cover. Okay, so this is now available on Moodle. You should download it. You should take a look. You should also look at my solved problems, and any corresponding videos, of which I will place a link if it is needed. If I think we need a video, I'll put one up. If we don't need a video and everyone's okay with it, if I get a lot of questions on it, I'll put up a general video. If there aren't many questions, I'm assuming everyone can solve these quite easily. But again, it will be that I will be available on Thursday. You have my email in the course booklet. Please take a look at that. Just in case you haven't, it's atul.kuva@unisa.edu.au. Again, have a look at the course booklet. It's right on the front page. So send me an email, and yeah, I'll help you along with that. But definitely we can make an appointment at some time on Thursday if you really start struggling with a question. Okay, I will be emailing you any updates on this, and letting you know how we proceed through the next week. Assignment 2 is released soon. Assignment 1 is available next week. Take a look at the course outline on the assignments and tests that we will be covering. Okay, there's quite a few assignments and quite a few tests in this course that will keep you up to date with the learning material as well. Okay, so that's it from me. What you need to do now is take a look at the textbook, take a look at these problems, see what you can and can't do. Once you decide, hopefully, that you can do all these problems, run through them and complete them, which is something I will be checking next week in class anyway, to make sure that everyone's done them. Okay, because if you don't do them, as I said, you will start falling behind, and I would really like to make sure that everyone is up to date and up to speed with everything that's needed. Okay, I appreciate you listening to this video or just watching this video. Again, apologize that I cannot be here in person, but I will make every effort to make sure that I'm available at any time that you want over this week, so that you can complete these and have a fresh and good start again next week. Okay, so please try and complete these, and we will all meet here again same time next week. Thank you very much for listening, and we'll see you next week.